Hello students, today I am going to discuss about parallel adder with accumulator from 5th module, that is registers and counters. Parallel adder with accumulator. See, in computer networks it's frequently required to add one number in a particular register. That register will be called accumulator, and add the second number with the accumulator data and stores the result in the accumulator itself. So this is parallel adder with accumulator. To design the parallel adder with accumulator, we can add a register to the full adder. That only we are going to see today. So this is parallel adder with accumulator design. Full adder is added with a accumulator register. So this is accumulator register. It's 4-bit accumulator register. So 1 to n bit accumulator register. This is also n bit full adder. N bit full adders are taken. Okay. So each time we will add accumulator with full adder. You can see the x1 to xn are stored in the accumulator, and y1 to yn will be applied to full adder. So both will be added together and the result will be stored in accumulator. So for this only we have designed, for this operation we have designed the circuit, okay, using full adder. So full adder means we know there will be 3 inputs. The 3 inputs are carry, C, then x and y. So all 3 will be added together, and final output we will get from the last adder. So carry and sum, these two are sum and carry we will receive from the last adder. Okay. Now so as I said, the first number will be stored in the accumulator register. First number will be stored in the accumulator register. Here the first number is x1 to xn. Then the second number will be loaded to the full adder. Both will be added. Now the question is before that, add signal. Why we are using this add signal? So when the add signal is activated, then the adder output will be loaded into the accumulator register. Okay. So added outputs are S1, S2, S3, Sn. So these will be loaded to inputs of D flip-flops. So that will be transferred to X1 to Xn. So that will happen when the add signal is activated. Okay. So as I said, the first number should be loaded to accumulator register, right? So how to load the first data into accumulator? So there are two ways. Clear the accumulator, then add multiplexer at the accumulator input. First one, clear the accumulator. So how to clear the accumulator? First, so if you want to load one data, the previous data should be clear, no? So for that we have clear input here. So when you activate this clear input, all the D flip-flops outputs will become 0. All the D flip-flop outputs will become 0. Okay. So it became 0 now. So if we activate clear n, all the outputs will become 0. Okay. Now I want to apply 1 0 1 0. I want to load 1 0 1 0 to the accumulator register. How I can load it? So for that only, first I should clear the previous result. So everything became 0 now. So it is written here. So whatever I want to load into the accumulator, that data should be applied to y. So where is y? Y are here. So I want to apply 1 0 1 0, no? So I should apply here 1 0 1 0. Okay. So 1 0 1 0 means the sum of full adder will be 1 0 1 0. So this is also 1 0 1 0. Okay, 1 0 1 0. Then when the clock is activated, these 1 0 1 0 will be loaded to the clock D inputs. So 1 0 1 0 will be loaded here. Clock is still inactive. So D flip-flops, all the flip-flops will work. It will produce the output. So output will be 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. So this is how we can load the first data into the accumulator. So the first data is loaded. This is the first data. It is loaded here. Then I should load the second data. So what I can do? Second data I will load to the full adder. So second, if I take second data is 0 1 0 1, I can load. Then it will be added. Okay. So this is one way of loading the data into the accumulator. What is the next way? What is the next way? Second way is add multiplexer at the accumulator input. Add multiplexer at the accumulator input. So what is this? We'll see here. Actually, there are 4 accumulator register and 4 full adder, but it is taken only one. This is sample, is taken only one. Okay, so one D flip-flop, one full adder is there. Between that we are using multiplexer. So multiplexer function also we all know. Based on the selection input, it will select any one of the input to the output side. Any one of the input to the output side. See multiplexer, 2 inputs, 1 and 0. 1 and 0. That 1 is connected with Y, the 0 is connected with S. 1 is connected with Y. So whatever input we will apply to Y only. Then this is sum. Sum is connected with 0. So which one we want to apply to D? Which one I want to apply to D? Whether Y or sum. That can be decided by using load. So load is the selection line here. Load is the selection line. So we all know multiplexer needs data input, data output and selection input. Here load is acting as selection input. If load is 1, then this will be activated. No? So one line means Y1, whatever input we are applying to Y1 will be the input of D flip-flop. Okay, so if I am applying 1 here and the load is also 1, then this load, if load is 1 means this line will be activated, then this Y will be the input of D. Okay, then when load is 0, then sum line will be activated. If sum is 0, then D will get 0. So based on D input, your X will be, where Q will produce the X output. Okay, so this is how we can load data to the accumulator. For example, I have loaded 0 1 0 1 to the accumulator register, then 1 0 1 0 to the Y of full adder. So both will be added together and I will get 1 1 1 1 from the accumulator, because the result will be in accumulator register. So from the accumulator register I will get the result 1 1 1 1. Okay. Thank you.